Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all doing good. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Listen, I'm having a fantastic day. I'm not going to lie. I've been chilling out this morning. Took the dog for a walk up the park, and he absolutely loved it. He was running around, just having a good old time. Then come back and just been chilling out with the wife. Big up the wife as well, because for the first time in probably about 3 or 4 weeks. Obviously it's been a bit of a stressful time for everybody, and obviously with my wife being on the shielding list, she's actually, she's starting to be positive, which is really good. Starting to see light at the end of the tunnel. So big up the wife, because it's not easy, especially if you have been found, that you're on the shielding list. It's hard, isn't it? It's just a big slap in the face. But listen, light at the end of the tunnel. And there's light at the end of the tunnel for football as well, because it is looking more likely now that football is going to return. The clubs now are back in training. Project Restart is in full flow, as people like to say. The weather's nice, which also adds to people's positive mood. Yes, and I know it's been a bit dark and grim over the last couple of weeks, what with this pandemic. But listen, gradually but slowly, things are starting to turn. The tide on coronavirus is starting to turn. Jeez, I sound like a politician, don't I? That's, but yeah, we're starting to turn the tide on coronavirus. We're not out of the woods yet by any stretch of the imagination, but things are slowly but getting there. Listen, I don't want to sound like a politician, because politicians, listen, if politicians were taxi drivers, the meters would be constantly high, because the amount they go around the houses before answering direct questions is unreal. But like I said, things are slowly but gradually starting to turn. The death rate's dropping. And despite what people say, whether you disagree or agree with the UK government's handling of this situation, the deaths are dropping, and that's got to be a positive thing. Listen, I personally think the government have majorly fucked up on situations like this, especially in the coronavirus. And I said it all along, right? When people voted for Boris Johnson to become our prime minister, I said, listen, you're just blinded by the fact that you want him to sort out Brexit. But let's not forget, when we have a crisis, he's not going to be good in a crisis. And listen, it's shown that over this course of the pandemic. But listen, it is what it is. We've just got to accept it, and we're going in the right direction. We're not out of the woods yet, but we're going in the right direction, and that's something that we've got to be thankful for. I seen that Italy yesterday opened up all their shops and restaurants and cafes. So listen, we've just got to be patient a little bit longer. But listen, there's a glimmer of hope. Anyway, didn't want to come on and talk about the blooming coronavirus and politicians, but I wanted to come on and talk about football, and the clubs are back in training. It's a good thing, isn't it? I personally think it's a good thing. I think that football clubs being back in training is sort of one more step towards normality. Listen, I know that some footballers aren't training at the moment, but from my point of view, that's a personal choice. Everybody has a personal choice, and there's going to be some people that want to get back to training, and there's going to be other footballers that don't want to get back to training. It's just part of life. Listen, everybody is going to view this situation differently. And just because the footballers that go back to training are not, just because they decide to go back to training doesn't mean to say that they're not serious about protecting themselves from the coronavirus. Listen, everybody deals with things in different ways. Getting through the virus might be, to some of these footballers, they might just want to get back out and play. Might be a good distraction for them to train and to take their mind off the current situation. I, for one, certainly, football is an escapism for me. So listen, I suffer with mental health issues, and when I watch a game of football, listen to a game of football, it's an escapism. Obviously, not having that at the moment, it's difficult. It's so difficult to try and get away from like mental health issues that creep up and that. And yeah, football is an escapism for me. So listen, everybody deals with things in different ways. Doesn't make them right, and it doesn't make them wrong. So listen, it is what it is. They're back in training. I, for one, am excited to see that they're back in training, because it means it is one step closer to normality. Listen, it's going to be a long while before fans are allowed back in stadiums, but in my opinion, we've got to get used to that new normal. We have got to get used to the fact that we're not going to be in stadiums. And listen, if football can return, the Premier League, listen, we've seen what's happened over the weekend with the Bundesliga. So if the Premier League can return and sort of follow the same sort of scenario and the same sort of situations as what the Bundesliga is doing, it's a good thing. And listen, I know people are going to bang on about, oh, but we're in a different situation to Germany. Yeah, we are. We are in a different situation. We've got a higher death rate. Of course we are. But a lot of people are saying we've got 34,000 deaths. Yeah, we have. We've got 34,000 deaths, right? But in the last couple of days, our death rate has dropped considerably. But because it's added on top of the list of deaths that are already happened, people are just going to see it as a massive problem. And yeah, we are in the situation we're in. It is what it is. Are we going to, are people going to moan about it? Yeah, of course. There are going to be people that moan about it. Now, listen, don't get it twisted here, because I'm no way downing people dying, because listen, people losing their lives, it's tragic. It is an absolute tragedy. But on the flip side of that, we've got to get back to normal someday. And I was having this discussion with my neighbor yesterday. I was saying that people are taking note of the deaths of this coronavirus. Sure, because it's in the news every single day, and it is in the papers every single day. Doesn't matter what news outlet you put on, it's there. But yet, a couple of years ago, or maybe even every winter that we have, people are dying from influenza. But who bats an eyelid? Does anybody bat an eyelid about that? No, they still go out and do their normal business, because this is a new virus, and rightly so, everybody's cautious. That's why all the deaths are being reported, and that's why everybody's up in arms and fearful. But nobody's this fearful with influenza. And I'd love it for somebody to go and check the death rate of influenza over the last couple of winters, and you're gonna tell me that people are just going to go about their business as normal. But yes, we've got a flu vaccination for that, but it's still bad, isn't it? It's still, nobody bats an eyelid and worries. And so listen, it is what it is. I think, we've got to start moving forward with this virus. And this virus is, especially in the UK, it is gradually, slowly, granted, but it's gradually petering out. And obviously I'm going back to football now, because I've sort of tailed off a bit. I actually think football clubs coming back into training is a good thing. Not for the nation, not for boosting people's morale, but just for them as well. Because you think they, like I say, they might be in a situation where their only escapism to deal with bad situations is playing football. Yes, I know they get a load of money for playing it, but we don't know what everybody's reasons are they? We don't know at all. So listen, they are back in training. It is what it is. The next step is probably a football return on the 12th of June. Speaking of the 12th of June as well, if football does return on the 12th of June, we will know whether 5th place will be enough to get us in the Champions League or not, because Man City are set to their appeal is set to be dealt with on the 8th of June by the Court of Arbitration of Sport. So by the Premier League restarting, in terms of Arsenal, we know, and we're not far off 5th place. Let's get it right. We're not far off 5th place. So by then we'll know whether we've got to try and chase 4th place or 5th place. Listen, the likelihood is we're not going to get into top 4 or get Champions League football, but you've got to hope, haven't you? What's the point in supporting Arsenal if you're not going to be optimistic? Yes, you've got to be real about the situation as well. But listen, what's the point in supporting Arsenal if you're not going to be optimistic? The likelihood is, yeah, we're not going to get it. But you've got to be optimistic, haven't you? You've got to be a little bit, got to go for it. If it doesn't happen, great. Nothing that we didn't expect. If it does happen, it'll be a massive bonus. But we'll know what we've got to do as a club by the time the Premier League restarts, with, Man City's ban being decided on the 8th of June. Anyway, I've been rambling on, so I'm going to get into some of your chats in a second. Also, I just want to say as well, going forward on this channel, like I said, I've got some great content coming. I'm going to work on a quiz. That's going to be the next thing. I was meant to sit down today and try and come up with some tangible ideas for the quiz, but I'm going to work on that over the next couple of days, and I'll maybe do it on Friday. And I'll try and get a few people on to do, obviously to do the quiz. So I'm going to be working on that. And then also going forward on Saturday, I'm going to be doing a watch along for both the Dortmund and Bayern Munich games, if they're at different times. I need to double check the times, but I'm going to be doing a watch along for that, for both of those games. Hopefully Kevin can join me for that. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'll have to liaise with him on that. But yeah, also going forward as well, like I say, I've got some great stuff planned. I'm also looking at changing the time of this stream, and maybe doing this stream, the Q&A, once a week. So maybe not doing a daily stream at 3:30 every day, because obviously when football does return, like Arsenal and that, listen, it's going to be back into full Arsenal mode. So I'm looking at changing the stream, and I'm looking at possibly not streaming every day, because obviously getting people on, like if I'm looking at getting people on to do like previews and stuff and that, listen, it's going to be a bit tight. So I'm looking at working a new schedule. Obviously doing the daily streams at the moment is fine because nobody's not got anything to do. But obviously when things start getting back to normal and football does return and Arsenal returns, I'm looking at revamping the whole entire schedule for this channel. So I'll let you know in due course once I've figured out a weekly routine. And then I'm also looking at doing a Premier League show as well. I want like a Premier League preview show I'm looking at doing, and a Premier League review show. So I'm looking at introducing those into the schedule, and then getting a few people on just to discuss the Premier League, because obviously I'd like to do other content as well, because I'd like to introduce more fans to the channel. Yes, predominantly it's going to be about Arsenal, and yeah, it's going to be mainly Arsenal stuff, but I would like other football fans. Listen, there's other football fans that already subscribe to the channel, so I'd like to do some, balance a little bit of the content as well and talk about, other clubs and stuff. But listen, that's all for me to decide on. So I'm going to put my head down and come up with some brilliant ideas. Do smash a like on this video, everybody, and do hit the subscribe button if you are new. Listen, I'm going to get into some of your chats because I've been rambling on for Jesus. I've been rambling on for 15 minutes. So yeah, listen, I'm going to get into some of your chats. But do subscribe if you are new, and everybody, come on, fire up the likes. I want to get, listen, for the last couple of videos, I've had like 20 odd likes. So come on, everybody, please fire up the likes. It really does help. It really helps the channel. And fire up the subscribe. Share the content around as well. Share the channel. Tell all your mates about the channel. Come on, let's get this show moving forward. You know, let's get this channel moving forward. Not far off 360 subscribers, so I'd love to get that. Listen, it's weird as well because the channel's gone up and down. So after the watch along, I was at 359, then it went down to 356, then it went up, and then it went. So listen, come on, I want to get consistent number of people subscribing. Obviously, I know that's not including bot subscribers as well, but listen, come on, everybody, you guys have a part to play in helping this channel grow too. So listen, I'm going to get in some of your chats. Currently 7 people watching live, so thank you very much to the 7 who are watching. Afternoon to you, Omar, Simpy. Afternoon to you, Jade Shahid. Hope you're well. Good afternoon to you as well, Melina. Hope you're good. Good afternoon or morning where you are, Chadwick. Hope you're good too. Simply saying Saka and that announcement to come soon. 3 Instagram posts already. He said more to come. Listen, I guess we'll just wait and see on that. And obviously, if that does happen, I will probably be going live and doing another video, another stream. Obviously, as well, guys, if Arsenal breaking news happens, I will be doing another stream. Oh, what the fuck has happened here? Give me 1 sec, guys. Jesus Christ, what's going on here? Hold on, my computer's decided to stop talking to me, so give me 1 second, guys.
You are currently on a toggle button. To select or deselect this tick box, press Control, Option, Space. Comment actions button. Show comment in broadcast. Warning, Chadwick Moss. Comment. Show comment in broadcast.
Sorry, guys, if you can hear my speech. Apologies about. There we go. Back in business. Yeah, apologies about that, guys. My headphones, for some reason, just decided to stop talking. Jade's asking how my dog is. Good, mate. Good. Absolutely brilliant. Afternoon to you, Tom. Hope you're well too. Afternoon to you. Sorry, I've said afternoon to you. Let's have a look here. Kevin's in the chat. How are you, Kev? Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're good. Afternoon to you, Liam. Hope you're well. Let's have a look here. Afternoon to you, Liam Talks Football. Let's have a look here. Try and find a question in here. Let's have a look here. You can hear noise in the background. It's my wife's phone going off.
Hello.
Amar said we're not getting fifth. We need to be real. Listen, I agree, Amar, but listen, I'm still going to be optimistic because I'm an Arsenal fan. So got to be optimistic. If it doesn't happen, not going to be disappointed that it's not happened. But until, listen, it's only over until the fat lady sings, isn't it? So you got to be optimistic. Have a look here. What else have we got going on here in the chat? So Simpy's saying about the Dortmund and Bayern Munich game. Yeah, so I'm going to do watch along for both of those games. Hopefully Kevin can join. Listen, that's going to be a mad stream as well, because what I might do is instead of doing two separate streams, I might just go right from about 2 o'clock. Obviously, providing, because I'm going on to Simpy's channel for the quiz, so providing that finishes by 2 p.m., I'll stream right from 2 p.m. right through till like 7 o'clock. So that's going to be mad, absolutely mad, that stream. But listen, I'm going to make it happen. Keep bringing you guys the content. That's what it's all about. Keep bringing you. What the fuck is going on here? Jesus Christ. God, what is up with these headphones today? Like every time it keeps cutting out my speech. This is so annoying. Oh, what is going on?
3:43
Give
p.m.
me a sec, guys. Sorry about this. I don't know what's going on with these headphones, but they keep... let's try and get this on. Give me one sec, guys. I don't know what's going on here. I'm having a right old nightmare with these headphones. And still not working. Brilliant. Absolutely fucking brilliant. So I can't read out any of the chats. Give me one sec, guys. Sorry, this is absolutely a right old flipping nightmare. Let's have a look here. Jesus Christ, what's going on here? This is mad. This is absolutely... Right, is it gonna...
Kevin Gitman, Maya, Kevin Gitman, football gets my mind.
let's have a look.
Show comment back. Take good afternoon. Show comment.
Come on. There we go. Fine. Right, let's see how long this lasts before they blooming... I don't know what it is. They just keep dying. Listen, I've never had this problem. These are a new pair of headphones as well, so I've never had this problem with these. But listen, it is what it is. Beauty of live streaming, technical and things going wrong. But listen, back in business. Kevin said he's in for the watch along. Brilliant, Kev. Let's have a... Apologies as well if you guys heard a glimpse of my speech software. That's why I put headphones in, so you guys don't hear it. But yeah, listen, it is what it is with live streaming. Let's have a... Have a look here. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look here. All right, let's have a look here. Kevin's asking my thoughts on, and I was going to talk about this and completely forgot. So my thoughts on the financial fair play rules being relaxed. how is that going to impact Arsenal now? Are they going to spend money? Is that going to mean that we can buy more players? I'm not so sure. Listen, maybe because that's part of the reason why we've not splashed out on players before, to keep a line with the financial fair play rules. So maybe now that they're being relaxed, club will be a bit more liberal with the money that they spend. Because what I want to know, right, is if these financial fair play rules are relaxed, are clubs in the future going to have to pay back that what they spend? So say UEFA's relaxed it now, then what I'd hate to happen is Arsenal go splashing the cash, which you know, they always say that, oh, we got to keep in line with financial fair play. But if fair play the UEFA have relaxed those rules, when obviously coronavirus passes and this pandemic passes, are they going to come back and go, oh, so now you've splashed the cash this window, it's going to affect you in future transfer windows? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. And fuck's sake, these headphones are doing my crunching again. Give me one sec, guys. Oh my god, this stream is rapidly going downhill.
Comment actions button.
Okay.
You are currently on a button. To click this, mark LOL. Show comment in broadcast. Toggle button.
All right, let's have a look here. It seems to be whenever I stop scrolling, the headphones seem to die. I have no clue what's going on with these. Right, let's have a look. Have a look for a question here. Zabby's biggest fan. How are you? No worries, Omar. No worries. I don't know what's going on with these flipping headphones. They're doing my absolute flipping crunching. I've not had this. Maybe it's because I didn't turn them on, but it's when I stop like scrolling through and I just for some reason it impacts on the speech. I don't know what's going on. I've not had that problem before, but hey, listen, it is what it is, isn't it? So do smash a like and subscribe. God, I've got for all your chats already. Mind you, I have been going for like 20 odd minutes. Long. Kevin's asking, realistically, how long will it take Arsenal to challenge again? Do you know what? 5 years. I give it 5 years that it will take us to challenge again, because like I said, if the club invest, then I think it will be a lot sooner. You know, I think it will be 5 years. But if the club don't invest, probably about 10 years, might not even ever challenge again. Who knows? And my headphones are packed up yet again. Jesus Christ. Lovely. So I guess, give me 1 second, guys. Let me try and fix this. This is annoying. I think it's just a one thing. It's whenever I stop scrolling, right, for some reason it stops, power stops coming through the headphones. I don't think they're properly synced up. So what I might do next time is I might have to unpair them and repair them. Hopefully that sorts out the problem. Let me try and work this here.
You are currently on a show comment in broadcast.
Apologies
Toggle
if you
button.
guys can actually hear my speech coming out on the speakers.
Realistically, Kevin Mark. Show big. That is biggest. Show what Kevin Mark.
Let's have a look here. And they're back in business. So let's have a look here. Let's have a look here. So Omar says he can't see us challenging for the title this decade. Yeah, I agree. Exactly, Omar. Listen, they are. I don't know what it is. I've not had this problem. I've had them for 3 or 4 days. It's every time I stop scrolling, it doesn't. The speech doesn't come through. But I'm hoping it's just a pairing issue. I might unpair them and repair them. So Kevin is asking, will Arteta use the same method that Arsene Wenger used, binning players over 30 and using young ones? I don't know, mate. I don't know. Melina says the headphones are making a grand entrance. Do you know what? It's a new pair. They are decent headphones as well. But for some reason today, they seem to be unpaired. They seem to be... and they've done it again. What an absolute proper mad. I don't know.
1602.
I don't know. This is just proper mad. Listen, let me try and do this thing. Yeah, I think hopefully by the next stream, I'll have them paired up properly. But who knows what it is? Who knows what's going on? Apologies if you guys are hearing my speech software, which is a bit of an absolute pain. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is, and they're still not working. Come on, Jesus Christ.
You are currently on a button. To click this button, press Control, Option, Space. Show entrance, comment action, entrance, show comment actions. Kevin Mark. Footprint out, headphones out, COVID-19 out.
Right, let's have it. Have a look here. Right. So yeah, listen, I've finally got them sorted. I don't know what might work. What might work better is because I've not had this for a while, so it might just be a case of they're not fully paired properly, because they are paired. The sound's coming through, but it's something to do with voiceover. And do you know what it is as well? It's since I've done the latest updates. So hopefully I'll fix it by the next stream. But listen, guys, it is what it is. That's the beauty of live streaming. Yeah, that's the beauty of live streaming. But listen, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Apologies, it's been a bit of a... Started off brilliant, didn't it? But went a bit downhill with the stream. Oh, sweet. I just found a new way that I can... Oh, okay. That's... listen, that's it. That's quite good. Anyway, guys. But thanks very much for tuning in. Do smash a like on this video. Do smash a subscribe. And listen, I'm going to be back tomorrow with my daily stream. Like I said, I've got some great content coming up. So I'm going to be back tomorrow. Until then, guys, take care.